Hey you guys, happy Vlogmas 2020 day 10. I cannot believe that I put out like 10 vlogs since 10 videos since in December, like straight. This is crazy. This is madness right here. It's crazy and it's madness. And when I was doing it, I was just like, I don't know what I want to do. The idea that I had in my head, I couldn't execute it. So, and it's getting like, it's almost like 9 o'clock. So I'm just like, wait, I gotta pull up a video. I gotta put up a video because I think Vlogmas is just about getting into developing some habits, making you more comfortable with posting videos on YouTube. So, just like, well, I've just like Googled some ideas, like some Vlogmas ideas, and everything was just like cooking, baking. I was just like, oh, I just want to like, get like a topic that I can just talk about. So I decided to do just like Netflix, my continue watching in Netflix. Okay, you guys, you know that you have a bunch of shows in your continue watching part of Netflix. Shows that you may have started, but you just haven't finished them yet. So I'm going to go through a few shows that I've started on Netflix, and they're haunting me in the continue watching part of my Netflix page.
You stand around and wait.
Okay. All right. So one thing about me is that I like baking. Like recently, oh Lord. Okay, be quiet.
They're now inside.
Like you can't hover over anything on Netflix without it playing, which is cool, but not for now. Anyway, one thing about me is that I really like baking. Like I've taken up that hobby. Like I'll take up hobbies and just like really try to invest myself in them for a period of time, and then it gets old and then I move on. But this hobby that I have, it's baking. I really like baking, like creating cakes and kind of decorating them and just trying like different ideas and all of that. So I start to watch Sugar Rush Christmas, and it's just like, it's kind of like, looks like it's like a cooking show where they're just creating like new desserts and everything like that. So started watching it, only watched like 15 minutes of that before I realized like, okay, I'm bored. I want to move on to something else. Okay, also on my list, I have Supernatural. Now, Supernatural came out, I think it was like 2010 maybe. Whenever it came out, it was like when I was in high school, I used to watch all the WB shows, like the Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel, just all that, like the sci-fi shows that like the WB, like it was on lock. Like I watched those shows like religiously when I was in high school. When I went to college, I really didn't have a chance to watch all of that because I didn't have a TV or anything like that. So I kind of didn't watch any TV shows after that. And I believe Supernatural, it would have totally been a show that I would have been into and would have been watching it, but it just caught me at like a bad time. Like it just caught me at a bad time. So I never really got into it. And like I watched the first episode of it and I realized, ooh, this was one of those shows I really would have been into, but I did not go back to watching it again because I just can't get invested into a 10-season show right now. I know it's going to take me like probably the whole year to watch it. So I kind of get bored with it. But yeah, I just want to say that it was a good show. Like that first episode was really good. I'm intrigued, but I'm not invested. I'm not invested in it. I don't know if you guys do that too, but like shows can be really good, but it's just like, oh, I can't watch 10 seasons of it. Like I don't have the time. Like I'd have to probably take a week off from work. And for me, one thing about me, I'm going to fall asleep. So yeah, I'll probably never get through a full episode of it because when I go to work, I come home, it's just like if I'm in my bed trying to watch a TV show, I'm not gonna finish the TV show. All right, next. Okay, now this one I kind of watch out of order. American Horror Story. I really liked American Horror Story. I didn't watch the first season of it when they were in that house, but I did watch The Coven, which was the one that really locked me into like, okay, I like American Horror Story. Now the seasons aren't really tied into each other any kind of way, I don't think, but I just really like American Horror Story. I just watched the 1984 one when it was set in the 80s at some campsite. I thought that was really cool. So that was the last show that I kind of binged all the episodes to, because it really like kept me going. It was like a Saturday when I had like nothing to do. I just sat there and binge watched, which is rare that I have nothing to do. So I just sat there, watched through it, and that was it. All right, let's see. Ratchet, which is interesting because the actress from Ratchet, I'm sorry, keep swaying. The actress from Ratchet is an American Horror Story. So Ratchet I thought was a really cool show. I was binging it probably on a weekend, and then I just stopped watching it. Another good show that I liked, but I just didn't have the time to get invested in it. Do you guys do this? Do you watch TV shows and you're like, oh, this is a really good show, and then something happens and like you just cut off? And it's just like, I don't even know if I'll continue to watch Ratchet, honestly. I know it's a good show, but I do not know if I'll be able to finish it. But I think that's just a Gemini in me. I start a lot of things, but I just don't finish it. That's me. I kind of was intrigued by My Next Guest, which is like the David Letterman show, like his little Netflix special or whatever, and it caught my interest because Dave Chappelle was on there. So after I kind of watched probably like 30 minutes of him with Dave Chappelle, I kind of gave up on that too. Okay, I have Sarah Cooper, Everything's Fine. So I really liked her sketches from like Facebook, like where she does the voiceovers. Well, I don't know if it's called a voiceover, but she kind of impersonates Donald Trump or whatever. I really thought that was funny, and I was interested in seeing more of her. But when I tuned to this show, I just did not like it. I didn't like it. I could not get into it, and I really wanted to like it, but for some reason I just couldn't get into it. I may try it again later, but I didn't care for it when I saw it. So, okay, you guys, that looks like all the ones that I have in there that are haunting me to finish it. Will I finish it? I don't know, y'all. I don't know if I'm going to finish these shows. I'm probably, honestly, truly, I'm probably going to just start watching an entirely different show. But like I said, there are some shows that I will just watch the season of it, and then if I can watch it in one sitting, that's the best. That's the best thing. If I can kill like 10 episodes, that'd be best. But honestly, these shows that I have that are haunting and might continue watching, I don't know. I don't know what to do about them. I don't know what to do about them. So, okay, did you guys finish any of these shows? Did you finish them? Which one would you recommend me to finish? I do have other like apps like Hulu and HBO Max, and I have Amazon and everything like that. If you have some really great shows that are like 10 episodes long that you think I'd be interested in, please recommend them. Or if you have some shows that I mentioned in my continue watching that you're just like, girl, you crazy, you need to finish it, convince me to finish the show. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in for day 10 of the Vlogmas. I'm so sorry about the sound that keeps playing, but I keep waving my finger over the mics. All right, thank you guys. Bye.